Part 1. Evading Death. 1. Thick vines wrapped around wide trunks, climbing up their host until they reached the dense canopy in search of the sunlight they desperately craved. Some trees with which Barras was unfamiliar were in bloom, bright yellow flowers interspersed with red, a stark contrast against the green mash of the Huronian forest. "Sir!" The voice broke his reverie. He returned his attention to the single file of mounted King's Own warriors arrayed before him. The formation snaked through the woodland, moving at a fast trot towards their distant homeland. With their prince rescued from the enemy and securely positioned in the center, their mission was complete. He caught movement in his peripheral vision, and a soldier slowed his horse from a gallop to match Barras's steady trot. "What is it?" "Sir, enemy follow-up." "Gods, I'm a bugler, not a commander. Damn Roan for leaving me in charge." Guilt swept him immediately as his thoughts turned to Roan, who'd ridden back towards tens of thousands of enemies simply to retrieve the body of one of his soldiers. Barras nodded. "Numbers?" "At least a couple of hundred, Huronian cavalry, sir." He suppressed a curse. "Ride to the head of the formation, bring it to a halt. Summon Dreas to me." "Aye, sir." The man's horse snorted and obliged its rider's command, accelerating into a headlong gallop. Barras felt a tap on his shoulder and flinched. "I'd forgotten about the assassin." "This is my stop," the assassin spoke into his ear. He twisted in the saddle and focused on the Highlander. The man held his stare, that one blue eye skewering Barras's soul. "What do you mean, Highlander?" "My horse is tethered a few hundred paces that way." He gestured to the right of the column. "You didn't think I walked all this way, did you? If you wait, we'll be coming to a halt." "I'll be fine, Barras." The Highlander vaulted from the horse and landed with a lithe agility that belied his powerful stature. The assassin smiled. Then he disappeared behind a stand of close-cropped trees. Barras faced front again. Bloody madman. The formation slowed and came to a stop, aside from two mounted warriors galloping along its length. They skidded to a halt beside Barras. Barras pointed at the first. "Return to your post, lad." "Aye, sir." As the dull thuds of the departing horse drifted into silence, Barras appraised Dreas, the third most senior soldier. "We have an enemy follow-up." The man continued to glare at him as if willing the bugler to tell him something more interesting. "We will ambush them." The corner of Dreas's mouth creased upwards slightly. "I'll take 50 soldiers and set up an immediate ambush here. I want you to take another 50 and push back the way we came. You'll be the cut-off party." Dreas touched his forehead with an index finger. "I can do that, sir." Barras was about to speak again, but movement through the nearby forest to their flank stayed his tongue. Dreas leaned forward in his saddle with lack of speed and pulled free his musket. Soldiers close by brought the butts of muskets or blunderbusses into their shoulders, stared down iron sights, and waited. The Highland assassin, mounted on a black mare, walked into view. Barras held up his hand. "Hold your fire!" "Lucky boy," Dreas muttered, sheathing his musket. The horse was astonishing. She was tall and powerful, her silver mane and tail such a glaring difference to her dark fur. "Nice horse." The assassin reined in beside him, Barras's warhorse sniffing the nose of the Highlander's mount. "I suggest I take the prince and make a break for Lisfort while we still can." "I had the same thought, Highlander." "Vidar." Barras committed the name to memory and threw a glance in the direction of the emaciated royal mounted nearby. "Agreed, Vidar." "Then let us get it done. Time is no longer an option we have." "Keep him fed, keep him safe, and get him home. We shall fight a rearguard." "We go now! We go right now!"